so many factors. That how increase sympathetic, how the all mental problems, they affect the whole body, the sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system, they are pervasive. Pervasive, they affect all the systems. How the increasing heart rate variability, vasosensitivity, sensitivity, impaired, variable repolarization, lot of study, all cardiologists have done, while the psychiatrists are sleeping. How the immunological responses, how they affect heart disease, how the depression affects the immunological system, because psychiatric, psycho, neuro, immuno, endocrinology, the psychiatric disorders, they affect, they are pervasive. The psychological factor leads to immunological changes, it leads to neurological changes, it leads to immunological changes, it leads to behavioral changes. They are all pervasive. How in melancholy depression, there are so many things happen in immunological response. And if psychiatrists are alert, time will come when a psychiatrist will be sitting. Whatever disease comes, he will first screen. Whether he is having psychiatric problem, they will become one group. Psychiatry affects every sphere of life. The neurology, cardiology, all eye diseases, all psychiatric factors affect everywhere. But here I will focus on cardiology only. Then they have also done study. It is American Heart Journal in 2005 it was published. How the SSRI therapy improves the prognosis. Because at that point of time SSRIs were found safe. You cannot give all medicines to all psychiatric medicine to a heart patient. The medicine factor is another important. If you are indiscriminate in choosing psychiatric medicine as a heart patient, the medicine itself will kill. That is what is important. You cannot give all antidepressant to all variety of antidepressant to heart patients. You have the antidepressant must be cardiologically safe. That is the job of cardiologist. They must screen what medicines a psychiatrist are giving. And now time has come. Cardiologist will advise a psychiatrist, boss, this medicine is dangerous to my heart. Kindly think for alternate therapy. Now time has come. The cardiologist, the heart controlling the mind. It was another published in Journal of Hypertension in 2007. Now the cardiologists no longer accept whatever medicine the psychiatrist writes. They tell doctor whether your medicine is cardiologically safe. Please go through because it affects my bread and butter. What are behavioral factors? Psychiatric diseases, they change the whole behavior pattern of a person and in turn affects the heart. Psychiatric patients, they smoke, they have physical inactivity, they have poor diet and obesity, they are non-adherence to prescribed medications. All this in turn affect the heart. The cardiologist wonders why my patient does not stop smoking. Why is I am telling to walk every day? Why it not walking? Why the person is so becoming obese in spite of all dietary advices? This is what is important. One has to keep a watch. They studied the medication adherence in outpatients in CAD patients. It was published in Archives in 2005. That 16% of depressed patients versus only 9% of non-depressed. If the person is depressed, he is going to not to take their medications as prescribed. The odds ratio is very high and be significant. Twice as many depressed patients, they forget. It is not intentional. If the person is depressed, he is like to forget more. You have to remind more and more than a non-depressed. And also, these patients are suicidal. When the doctor says, if you don't medicine, you will die. And the person becomes very happy. Oh, doctor, I'm going to die by not taking medication. And he decides, I want to die. So, my doctor has told me how to die. So, it is the best method. I will stop medicine and die. And the cardiologist wonders, why the patient becomes so happy after I told that if you don't take medication, you are going to die. Because he has strong suicidal intent. He has found out that I will die and the blame will go to my doctor. So this is the statistical significance about adherence. So all depression and anxiety affects adherence not only in cardiology. This study was for all around, not only in the heart, in whatever area the person, even it is related to even psychiatric diseases itself. Does treatment improve the outcome? Lot of studies are available. It was published in Journal of Medical Association in 2002. They only did sertraline. Because you have to be very sure of only one drug. They found out that at that point of time, sertraline was the safest drug. And they studied how it affects the treatment, affects the heart disease. They controlled with placebo for 24 weeks. They have found out that the treatment significantly altered the outcome. There was, they have found out that sertraline is very safe. The cardiologists they studied. This was published in American Journal of Medicine 2007, this article. They have found out that the cumulative hazards are more in depressed than the non-depressed. So it is very essential to identify depression. Then, what is the treatment recommendation? It was published in Circulation in 2008. It is a very important article. Then what is American Heart Association recommendation? It was published in this Circulation 2008. Routine screening, very important for depression. The person may be very jolly. You will be surprised, note. Those people who are very jolly are like to become more depressed when they have either an onset of any chronic illness. If the person is very jolly, you must be very careful. You should not take it granted that the person is very happy. So probably he had never had depression before and now he should overcome. No, that is a myth. Those persons who are very, very happy, they become depressed at the onset of any chronic long-term illness. So the screening is more important for improving the outcome in cardiac illness. So they did not opt for any serious DSM-4 criteria because it is not possible for our general care physicians to remember all these criteria and to by heart them. They see 200, 150 patients and OPD. How can they remember all these criteria and where is the time? They found only the simple two questions. They asked, while the patients in waiting line, 150 persons will be waiting, the attendant gives a set of paper to all of them. They say that before coming to doctor, just do some thick back and the doctor only collects along with his fees, the paper. That over past weeks, how often have you been bothered by these two problems? Either say yes or no. No more is required. So what are the two? Little interest, pleasure in doing things, feeling down, depressed or hopeless. These two simple questions, very easy screening questions. It can be given almost everywhere in all settings. This was published in Journal of Internal Medicine in 2001. And for research, this PHQ 9 they have done this. But for this, they found out that this simple two question itself is very significant compared to this long term. These two were statistically, they were able to pick up 90% of the patients. 90%. So I will recommend in our cardiology clinic. So they must have these two questions. Then what is the recommendation? Patients with positive screen should be evaluated by professional qualified in diagnosis, not psychiatrist. Any person, even a ward boy, can be taught how to, once this is positive, how he will screen and put up to the doctor. Even they have found out a psychologist is equally good, because in America psychiatrists are more costly. They cannot employ a psychiatrist to screen. They have a psychosocial worker, a psychologist. They have given them teaching how to evaluate only this portion. He is expert in evaluating. They have found out that their prognosis improves if this person identifies this problem. What are they should monitoring is not limited to antidepressants. What it is very important, what are the antidepressants the person is receiving must for evaluation, because the psychiatric diseases, they have a stigma. If a person is going to psychiatrist in America, he will hide it at all costs. So you have to be very careful to find out whether he is taking any particular antidepressant, and he will hide the heart disease also from a psychiatrist. He will not tell a psychiatrist that I am suffering heart disease, and will never tell a heart specialist that I am suffering from psychiatric problem. So in both ways it is dangerous. So there is a required a long coordination that exists for time memorial, a relation between heart and mind. Therefore, I love Jha so much. So this is all screening guidelines, very complicated. This can be taught to any psychologist or psychosocial worker who can do. No psychiatrists are required. This simple intervention, they improve your rehabilitation program. They have studied, it is published in American Journal of Medicine. Improves 6% versus 18%, almost threefold. That is what is very important. These two simple questions, that whether you are feeling hopeless, worthless, or sustained sadness of mood, that improves threefold, taking control of everything. So in summary, that is major depressive disorder occurs in 15 to 23% of patients with coronary disease, almost 1/4. Very, very important. You can never say that heart has no connection with mind. All these random control trials, they show that there is higher mortality if the cardiologist is not sensitive to psychiatric problems. In person who has established ISD, depression is also 3 to 4-fold that you have found, 6 versus 18%. Some studies, they are more nasty. They have declared the 4-fold increase, 6% versus 24%. And treatment of depression is safe and efficacious nowadays. Now, heart-specific medications, antidepressants come, were very safe. It can be started even in acute onset of my patient, and can be continued for long term, as long as 40